Welcome to the Enemies of the Fire podcast. This week we lose on PKs. Oh, anyway,
that works.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce everybody. This is Jaymes. That is DPG. That is Serena. And I am FC Neo Tokyo. We are here to talk all things soccer. Everybody, let me be more poignant so not everyone speaks at all at once. DPG, how are you doing this evening?
I am doing great. Took a day off from the gym to be here. As far as my weekend, well, unfortunately Sunday night was a little horrible because the Fire lost some PKs and it just made me hate Philadelphia Union even more. Like I'm beginning to hate that team.
and the town. Jaymes, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, except for I'll talk about it later.
Serena, do you have anything to add to that titillating conversation?
Anything non-fire related? It's been a tough week, a lot of work, but I'm excited for this weekend. I'll put it that way.
Very excited.
Yes. Pardon my French. Yes. So pumped for this week. I think this week's a locked-in win.
Oh my! Well, we will get there, but I feel as though we will all be in agreement. Anyway, there is another thing that we are on all agreements. That I'm an absolute MLS sicko, and I've watched every playoff game. Maybe not as closely as the Fire game, but I have watched them all. And so I want to start with Miami versus Nashville, which Miami, let me see, what was the score again? 3-1, Miami crushed them. But that's not even the story. Not even the story. The story is Lionel Messi has signed a contract extension through 2028, meaning... Wait, no, through 2029? Whatever. He's for a long-ass time. So, how do we feel about this?
Let's start with one positive before we hear the DPG. Serena, how you feeling?
I actually got a positive. Thank you very much.
All right, you got to start there then.
All right, I guess we're starting with DPG. He says he's got it.
Right. Here's my positive. As long as Messi comes to Chicago and plays, I get to sell my seats and get a nice profit off of that. All right.
Expected.
That's my take.
Positive.
Way to go, bud. Way to go, Jaymes. What do you tell me a little bit about anything else about Messi and being in MLS?
I love DPG's point. I mean, yes, that is good. Boom, Messi helping out DPG there with a couple of sales, yep. and then also kind of pays for the tickets in a way. Like, boom, if you could upsell them up a little bit, that's not bad. And then pay for a little bit more of your season tickets and for the tickets you love. Boom, love it. Love the.
Serena, speak some sense into this universe.
Hello, aside, physical tickets, bring them back.
I agree.
Am I right?
Oh my God. I am a scrapbooker. I have a lot of notebooks and a lot of I glue a lot of shit into notebooks and agendas and stuff, and I would love physical tickets.
That's really nice. That's really nice. You have a diary.
It's really fun.
That's cool.
It's so nice. Yeah.
I do the same thing. I have hella concerts.
Coke has a whole bunch. Yeah.
I got hella concert tickets and stuff.
Concert tickets, yeah.
You want to know what's hilarious? Is this website?
So
we had this whole conversation.
You write their thoughts too?
No. We had this whole conversation off camera about this website I'm signed up to get all these tickets. And because I'm on, because the tickets aren't digital and I have to go to the will call counter, I've gotten 2025
bigger sell.
That's sick.
Wow.
Yeah, so
I'm jealous.
Aside with bringing back physical tickets, because I'm kind of tired of just handing my phone over or just having them to.
You gotta preload it. Do it.
Reload it. You gotta make sure the lighting's right. What if you're low on battery already?
Yeah.
And then you gotta say you want to say I want to save my battery for an emergency here, but I'm gonna fucking go in with the tickets. I already been freezing my ass in the parking lot the last 2 hours with my battery draining in the cold weather. It's ridiculous.
This is some first world problems, bro.
Moving back to
this is some first world problems.
Back to Messi though.
So speaking of first world problems, how about some first world amazing success? We got fucking Messi locked in for MLS for the next 2 to 3 seasons. That is spectacular for MLS. That is spectacular for the game in the United States. Does it have a big impact of what it. No, I don't think it's not going to have a big impact of already what's happened. It just creates more sustainability.
You know,
And
you know what's
the
gonna,
biggest,
you know what's gonna
but
cut
there,
all that short?
hold on. There is one raining comet coming down, that is coming down, and that's going to come down on USL. Because if Messi is in MLS, that legitimizes MLS and the fans of soccer fans. And USL, no matter what they do, will not be able to compete with that if they are actually trying to compete with MLS and create some sort of league. It's going to have to end up being top bottom, MLS at the top, USL right underneath it. Let's get some promotion relegation going.
I mean, there was no way, even without Messi. I mean, maybe that's it.
Well, here's the thing, you know what's gonna cut all this short, right? Is like, obviously Messi's getting up there in age, but the last thing you want to see is a MLS Super Draft number 25 going in hard on Messi and then putting him out of commission for a while.
Jack leg break out here.
Yeah.
I will say, I mean, it's funny, what, 2029 you said, or 2028, either way, that'll put him at like 41, right? Or 42. So he's going to be, I mean, they're definitely 40-year-old players. And I'm sure
you got Kai Kamara,
But I think that's right. That's
Messi's
Cristiano
38.
Ronaldo.
Messi's 38 right now. Messi's 38 right now. So he'll be,
in his 40s,
40,
he runs that
41.
contract. I think
They got to get Bob Probert
is that,
to defend.
I mean, by the time, but by the time that is up, we will have other stars in the league by then. We already have Son. They're going to get somebody like Griezmann. We've talked about many times on this. Lewandowski, maybe, like you could dream. I feel like by the time we dwindled at like the end of Messi's contract, whether or not he's still playing, we'll have other stars in the league, and that'll only have been helped by Messi being here longer. That's my positive take.
Son is only 33 years old, so
dang,
maybe a lot of meat left on that.
He came early.
Maybe he can play till 37, 38, 40.
Well, remember, 33 used to be the end. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now, like
not for Luka Modric.
Oh my God! Well, these guys, they're in the best shape. Like, I don't know. We're not even gonna get into this conversation. I don't want to get into the old players versus new players because I kind of believe like, well, because I'll say this: if old players had access to the knowledge and that the current players do, then you would see some of them be just as good and some of them not, right? But anyway, I digress. I'm a pro Messi in the league guy. I will say this: I gonna sound like an insane person, but like I don't know. Like this is I don't know. They're catering to me, which is great. I'm having a great time. Apple Plus is great. I don't care if new people come in. Messi's in the league. That's great. I don't care if anybody else cares. Right? So like, you have the Chicago Fire, the third largest market in the States.
I was gonna say
building a stadium. And it's only 22,000 people, so they're not planning on growing. They're not planning on capitalizing on Messi or the World Cup.
You
for
can't
that matter.
care. You can't care about other people. You gotta secure your tickets, man.
I mean, to that point.
And Joe's got to secure a dome.
Maybe spiraling. But what if we do? What if the Fire does try? Like, can we even try to get a Messi-style player with the 22,000 person seat? Where are they all going to go?
Griezmann.
Yeah, I mean,
if we get Griezmann, like, we're not going to be able to fit 20. Like, it's just
we're gonna go back.
So many more people.
We're gonna go back to Bridgeview days where it was. No, not even that. We're gonna go back to Bridgeview days where it was standing room only. All seats are sold out. Standing room only.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna.
And Toke's point will stand to be like, why did we leave Soldier Field if we're selling out 40,000 tickets for Griezmann and company?
Yeah. But you know what?
I feel like just lack of ambition in the growth department. I agree.
I just think that the amenities that we will have at the new stadium, and I'm not talking about the concessions and all that crap. I'm talking about the seating wise, the maintenance on the field is gonna be a lot better than whatever we get at Soldier Field.
That's true.
No,
that is definitely true. Yeah.
But
the grass is gonna be greener.
I didn't want to get into the stadium talk. I just wanted to talk about how it looks as though not only MLS but the owners in MLS they're not acting as if they're going to see a boom from the World Cup.
Yeah.
They're acting like it's going to be business as usual.
Well, come on. You've seen all the issues that the U.S. men's is having right now. Don't be surprised. I mean, no, let me take that back. You've seen the issues that have been going on with Pochettino and what's his face, Captain America over there.
What's
it's
his
just gonna
nuts?
get like, and watch, you're gonna find out what happened behind the scenes after this World Cup. Like they're gonna, if the U.S. crashes and burns in the World Cup, there's gonna be a whole documentary what happened behind the scenes, kind of like what happened with Joe Reyna and Greg Berhalter.
I'm sure
We'll
we're going to be
see.
hearing about it while it's happening, and that's only going to be bad and worse for the team. We're going to be hearing like leaks about it as it's happening.
Yeah, it's
from
gonna
the
be like
locker
an
room.
HBO special from Christian Pulisic
Yeah.
Part 2 type of thing. Why
I
I
mean,
didn't
it's
get
like
along
right
with
now
Poch.
with Vinicius Jr. and Xabi Alonso. Not that we need to get into that, but that's like a big news this week. Is they had the El Clasico this weekend, and Vinicius Jr. got subbed in the some reasonable time, like 71st minute, and then he was like saying, "I'm leaving," and he came out and he apologized to everybody but Xabi Alonso, and so now everybody's like, "Oh, if he leaves, it's because he doesn't get along with it." Like all of this. I'm like, we should not be hearing. This is so unprofessional, and obviously it's all about the drama, and he loves that stuff, but it is like I feel like we might be getting a little bit of that when it becomes World Cup time.
First world problems. Yep.
First world problems.
That's
Anyway,
soccer problems, not even football problems, soccer problems.
well,
First world soccer problems.
I want to mention one other thing, kind of a meta here. Look how little we can stay
Most
on
effective.
topic about Messi. We have the like the dude might still be probably still one of the 10 best players on planet Earth, and we kind of don't give a shit. Like
He's also the best
I think
player in
this
MLS.
is the wrong group for it though, because
Okay.
I
Yes,
don't
it
watch
is.
any Miami games. I'm not.
I
a
don't watch
Messi
Miami
head.
games, but,
I
like-
actually like the fire. Yeah.
How did you feel about Barry Bonds at the end of his the last couple of years of his career?
I
love Barry Bonds.
I liked Barry
I'm
Bonds.
sure
a
you do.
lot.
I
But
was a-
I grew
was
up
a
in San
huge
Francisco, and I
Barry
grew up
Bonds
watching
fan.
him, so it's different.
Yeah, you
Like
have a
Barry
different-
Bonds was like the guy in the background, like, oh my god, he's approaching
He
800
had a
or
little bit
900.
of a villain. Yeah, there was a little bit of a villain-ness to him from other fans. But at the same time,
sure,
a lot of fans who, even though they could see the villain narrative, a lot of them be like, "Nah, he's still a great,
I think-
great ball player."
But I think it
regardless
is
of
just
the
different
roids.
because the cult of personality that exists with Messi and Ronaldo is unlike anything that's ever
But-
existed before. It's like Barry Bonds was like the best player, but he had nowhere near. We knew nowhere near as much about his personal life, or there was nowhere near as much obsession. Like we didn't have the
This was
internet in
before
the same
cell
way,
phones,
so
yeah,
we couldn't. Yeah.
That was attributed to him
So-
being on the West Coast too. Like, there's something about West Coast stars, like Mike Trout, even Shohei
Oh, yeah.
Otani.
You know what it is?
for
we
a long time.
hear
For the
we
longest
hear
time when he was on the
civilization go to
Angels.
bed.
Yeah.
Well, like there's a
Well,
you
you
know
know what-
the
you know
East
what-
Coast and the Midwest is like Central and Eastern time. Like like tonight's game, it's not going to start till 9:30, and I know like plenty of other people my age
My
would
favorite
not,
time to watch.
Yeah, would not stay up for that.
And here's
I love
another thing
it.
too.
I'm
Like
always
this whole,
like, I'm trying to eat dinner. I'm like, oh, perfect. There's actually still something on. It started at 9:30.
the thing about the whole Messi situation too is that we beat them. Like Messi became very mortal to us, and then he didn't become like this like illusion that we cannot beat. Like we beat them in Miami, we beat them, convincingly. And he's no longer like this figure that, oh my God, this super team, we're not gonna beat them. We took them apart, in Miami. So the aura, whatever aura he was carrying, at least for me, doesn't exist anymore. He's just a man. He's flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I think that's the key. I think it's for you and for us. I think that's definitely true. I just feel there are still so many people who, even regardless of what's actually happening on the pitch, they're always going to see Messi as like, oh, like everything he does has so much aura and like whatnot. He's never going to lose that. Even
He's
no
this
matter how he
generation's
plays.
Maradona, basically. He's this generation's Maradona. Like
you're not wrong
Maradona
about
was.
that. But as an
Yeah.
outsider, as a non-Miami fan, and as a non-obsessed with Messi person, and I'm not a hater either, but I keep watching, like, okay, when's it going to fall off the rails? When's this going to whatever? And then, you're like, oh, nothing's happened. Miami's not even winning this game. And then, boom, out of fucking nowhere, this guy makes 3 people, goes around somebody, and shoots the most amazing shot you've ever seen. Like, dude is still legitimately one of the top 10 best players. And despite his lack of success in Chicago, he is still really, like, he's done the one thing that no other star does in MLS. Like, how many years did we get guys who come over, like a Schweinsteiger, who won everywhere he went, just to finish third in the East and get bounced in the first round of the playoffs, right? This is the first time like a guy came and like turned a team into like a juggernaut.
It always cracks me up with Schweinsteiger, like because he came here. I mean, I honestly think he did pretty good. And actually, I told you guys about this like a year ago or 2 years ago. Him and Arnie Friedrich were doing like a pre-match commentary for a game in the Bundesliga. And I found that funny because I'm like, man, I wonder if those guys ever mentioned their time about the fire with each other. Like,
you guarantee?
Yeah, how was your time at the fire? Oh yeah, I was injury prone. How was your time? Oh yeah, nobody knew who I was. Some guy asked me if I was gonna win the World Cup with the club.
Good times.
God, though, that was like the worst moment ever.
So there's only one Leo Messi.
Yeah.
There's also only one Juan Agudelo.
Oh my
Jaymes,
God!
I love you for
this, bro. Juan Agudelo was good for like 5 years. Like he just like disappeared off the face of the earth.
I know, but those are the guys I love. Like, do you remember how it felt when we were like, oh, we have the greatest strikers in the world. We have CJ Sapong, Dom Dwyer, and Juan Agudelo. We're gonna be awesome.
Those were MLSer guys, and you know what?
MLSer? Is that like
they
a
wur
thing?
kids,
MLSer?
MLSer. They were MLSer guys. All right,
Oh,
they were MLS guys.
Boo. All right. Well, Mister,
Come on,
I hate the
Dom
MLS.
Dwyer. You talk about Dom Dwyer. He had one good season, and after that, he had an okay average season. After that,
Dom did well for himself. Did
Serena-
very well for himself.
are we talking
Serena, you
about
struggling.
professionally or personally?
He did very well for himself in both regards because
Yeah,
he
no
parlayed that one season into a career and
Yeah,
a
he
happy
managed to
life.
milk that. You know who else managed to milk careers like that? Jason Kreis, and God forbid Peter Vermees, literally living off that trophy.
Well, talking about milking a career, I'm getting us back on track.
All right, go ahead.
Did anyone else, I should say, watch the Vancouver Whitecaps versus FC Dallas?
Absolutely
Watch
not.
the end of the second half of it. Yeah.
Did anybody am I the only one that thought this Thomas Mueller thing was going to crash and burn and be awful?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
I think
No.
you're the only one.
I was questioned. I mean, I questioned it. He definitely wasn't playing well at Bayern. I mean, he was barely playing at Bayern, and he kind of he was like grandfathered into grandfather position at Bayern. So I kind of thought he was gonna just be like penalty taker and maybe sit on the bench and come on for fun.
Dude is the space master. He could take the dump in the middle of the field and still score in MLS. It'd be no fucking problem for Mueller. It's just when you said you, on the thread earlier, you said the salary number for Mueller, and I was like, what? For Mueller? And I conflated Mueller's. I thought you were talking about Chicago. I thought you were talking about Vancouver Mueller. And I was like, wow, he's dirt cheap. And then I looked up, he's even cheaper.
He did.
Yeah,
he's like
a
1.4 mil
price
versus Bamba's 5.5 mil.
I think even see if I can get this right, but I think even to go to Vancouver versus the other teams that he was looking at, he took a price or like a salary cut. And I think he obviously took a huge salary cut to go here compared to Saudi or wherever. But even I think just Vancouver made such a good. I just heard that he believed in the project so much that he was willing to get paid so much less than he was getting paid at Bayern.
Do you think he's texting Nasty? He's saying, "Hey, look what I can do."
Well, can you believe how important horses are to soccer? Because he went there so he could have his horses.
Horses and biking.
And then a horse is why. Well, a horse is why Alex Ferguson left Manchester United, right?
Yeah.
So
I think a lot of it too has to do whether or not Greg was actually pursuing a guy like that. Because as far as we've seen so far,
I don't think we're ever in the race.
We've been getting guys. We've been trying to pursue guys that they're not at their twilight of their career, so to speak, but they're kind of like getting there. You talk about Neymar. You talk about Griezmann. Was it Griezmann? And then what's his face? The Napoli guy. Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne.
He would have been. That would have been good. but now he's hurt. So
He hurt himself on a PK.
Oh,
Yeah.
What?
really?
rough.
It-
Yeah,
if
he
it
like pulled his
happened-
hamstring.
If it happened in
Imagine
Italy,
he
it
would have
happened
pulled. Imagine,
even
yeah.
sooner in Chicago.
Imagine he would have pulled
Exactly.
that off. Like if we would have signed him and he pulled that off, and the PK shootout against Philly got hurt.
I mean, it
Oh.
would have happened because, like, yeah, he's trying to score a PK in 40-degree weather. It's not happening. He's breaking his legs. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So we talking about Mueller. Dallas is bad. They made the playoffs somehow, but boy, do they look bad.
yeah.
Dude, they were
It's not
bad. They were
surprising.
bad in the beginning of the
hopeless.
season.
Yeah, I know. I was
beat-
unfamiliar with their game.
Half the West is worse than the 8th place Fire.
Well, yeah, you're not wrong.
That's right. Yeah.
And here's
So-
the thing, though, is that if the Fire playing the way that they're playing now, if they were playing in an Eastern Conference that, we're talking about Eastern Conference from like 5 years ago, where it was just, it was just a bad Eastern Conference. I think the Fire would have taken the Eastern Conference. Maybe.
No.
Oh,
I was just gonna say we're
plus.
back. I think that's all everybody needs to hear about Dallas and Vancouver. Like I think that's
Yeah,
enough.
what do I care about Vancouver or Dallas?
I
man?
will say my last word on it is the goalkeeper for Dallas was the best rated player on the whole pitch, which is never a good sign. That's, I think, all you need to say.
Damn,
You're
who's the
right.
goalkeeper for Dallas?
Didn't you pick him up in your football manager?
Oh my God, what is his
Say it.
name?
Well, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Temelia, was it?
No, but why would you do this to us?
Collodi. Michael Collodi. He's a U.S. national team guy. Maybe. I don't know if he's actually played on them.
Did,
No,
did-
So
yeah.
Miami
now
beat
that you
Nashville
mention
3-1. Whoa, okay.
well,
I
hold
saw
on.
that. I
Now
was
that she
watching the end
mentions
of that.
that, I feel like Pochettino picked Matt Freese just out of a hat. Like, just
No
literally
way.
was just like an
No.
MLS guy. Anyway,
No.
all right,
No, you're
next
talking about
game I
Pochettino,
want to
like-
talk about. Next game I want to
Hold
talk
on,
about.
let me recap. Miami Nashville 3-1. So that happened. Vancouver, we were just talking about. They beat Dallas 3-0. There it is. San Diego, not a surprise, beating Portland 2-1.
Well,
Yeah, I will say I can't believe it was 2-1. I think I was messaging our group while I was watching it. San Diego looked unstoppable. They had like that goal was kind of just a slip up in the back, and I didn't watch the full second half, but their first half they were on fire. It was like an onslaught. So
yeah,
they looked
it was
dangerous.
not that close, and they're doing it without Chucky Lozano, which I still don't understand what's happening. Can someone
Yeah.
explain to me what is going on with Chucky Lozano and the coach?
I have no
It's-
idea.
Yeah, it sounds like he said something in the locker room, but nobody knows. They've not said what it is. Like he said something bad. They were like,
Don't be
"Okay, you can't
surprised.
play."
Don't be surprised. They might transfer him out at the end of the season. They might sell him.
Oh, he's going to
They might
Liga
sell
who needs
MX.
him? You know who needs him? Fucking Columbus. Columbus is on a slip and slide to hell because hell is real and Columbus is in it. Cincinnati
Do you think?
up 1-0 on Columbus, and I think Cincinnati's going to easily take it because guess
Well, do
what?
you
They
think,
have Toke's favorite player, Evander.
Who looked
Evander.
very good in that game, but he did miss a shot that was. He did miss a wide
Well,
open
let me
shot,
ask you
but he
guys
looked
this.
good.
Do you guys think that all the other MLS coaches have figured out how Wilfred Nancy sets up his team and kind of take them apart now tactically?
I don't
No.
think that's it.
No, I think they just were picked over like the Vultures came in of a really successful team, picked it over,
Yeah, I don't
and by
think
next year
Nancy-
we'll be fucking pissed because they'll be good again.
But here's the mark of a good coach is making.
Well,
the
they
best
just
of what
lost their
you're doing.
GM last year too, though.
Oh yeah.
They lost their
Rudder
GM
does.
last year. And that was the same GM that built the dynasty for Toronto during the mid
You're right.
2010s.
You're right.
That
That was a boring ass game though. Did you guys see
You know
it?
what else was boring? You know what else was boring? Minnesota versus Seattle, 0-0. 3-2 in penalty kicks.
Did you see?
Super boring.
Wait, Serena, did you watch this?
I watched part of the second half.
Okay. The saddest thing ever happened. Do you know who missed the penalties for Seattle? Both the
Oh, yeah.
Roldan brothers. Both Roldan brothers.
Did Roldan
Okay.
just unpunch
Oh,
his ticket
God.
to the World Cup?
So
Hell no.
I don't know what's going on with Alex Roldan because he has not accepted any El Salvador call-ups. Like, he is ignoring when people ask him that. So that's weird. And then obviously Christian Roldan
he's
is
tied already, right? Because
he's
he's
tied
played
to
for
El
him.
Salvador.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except he won't take a call-up anymore. Like, and they probably could have used him in this cycle in the
He's
World
been
Cup,
there.
but
He's seen it, and he's like, "I'm good, bro." It sounds like that's what's going on there.
that's basically what it is. I think and it's not only him. Like Hugo Perez, like another former U.S. men's national team player from back in the day, he was coaching El Salvador. He got fired. He quit because of the politics behind
Ugh,
that whole scene. So
that sucks.
yeah, I don't know. It's the Roldan bros. I don't know.
Speaking of politics, getting spicy and hot and crazy, you got Charlotte versus New York City. 0-1. New York City takes it. That's David Freese's team.
Matt.
I think. I'm sorry,
Matt
David
Freese.
Freese. David
Freese was a
Freese.
baseball player for the Cardinals, bro.
He was a great player. Matt
Yeah,
Freese.
he was.
And Matt is.
But Matt Freese is the man of the match, though, according to FUTMob. He was the highest ranked
1-0.
guy.
And
I
meanwhile,
wouldn't be
Charlotte,
surprised.
Charlotte with former Man United winger on it. They're Zaha, of course, I'm talking about. They're all like, what's going to go on here? I feel like we're in a stronger position than Charlotte with Zaha. Like,
Well, Zaha didn't play. He's out.
whoa,
And,
well, then we are. But we were also
yeah,
short
well-
Zinckernagel.
Charlotte had 0.43 expected goals to NYFC's 1.47, so it didn't seem like
Whoa.
much of a.
That
Zinc out.
So Freese was standing on his head.
Yeah.
so I
8.5.
I forgot that the snooze fest was on until later, and just God, it was a snooze fest. Like some of these were not nearly as exciting. Like I will say, the Fire had the most exciting game of the week.
That's because of Elliot.
Well, kind of.
Can I just say, the German Cup is also going on this week, so I have and then the World Series going to an 18-inning tie. I have seen more extra time and penalty kicks and extra innings than I ever want to see in the rest of my life. Sunday Fire, and then I watched all these like random playoff games. I watched all of these German Cup games, which also go to penalties, and then it's just like
And then
I don't want any more
game.
penalties. Yeah.
I heard somebody say like they woke up at 3 a.m. and they thought it was the replay. They thought it was the replay, so they just went to bed. Or no, it was 2 a.m. They woke up at like 2 a.m. and the game was still on, but they didn't know it was.
Honestly,
like, oh, they're just showing the replay.
Kind of messed up my whole week. I feel like I've been living in like a nightmare since then. It was so weird.
She said it messed up her whole week. Oh man, I
Crazy game.
Penalty, a lot of penalty kick.
Shohei has been absolute must-see TV for these playoffs. I was flipping back and forth on Monday night between the football game and for the baseball game, and I just get sucked in when Shohei's at bat. I'm just like, and then he just does something, and they're like, okay, you know what? It's time to fucking walk him every time.
That pitch that tied it up in the 7th inning, I still am not over it. It was like the worst pitch in the history of I'm not even joking, like the worst pitch anyone's ever thrown. It was they had a mound meeting. Shohei's up to bat. The guy, what's his name? Sir Anthony Dominguez. He throws his first pitch, fastball down the middle, literally like the most middle pitch, and Shohei just takes a huge swing and hits it out of the park, and the game's tied. And then it's tied for the next 10 innings. I was like, I cannot believe that just happened.
I thought he was
I
supposed
do.
to pitch tonight.
He pitched yesterday, Shohei.
Okay, he pitched yesterday. Okay.
yeah.
He
Blake
got the
Snell's
loss,
pitching
but
tonight versus
in any
Trey
case.
Yesavage.
you savage.
So what's the current
rookie
score?
ball.
That's the
I think it's
greatest.
3-1.
What's the current score?
Trey Savage. That's the greatest.
Isn't it crazy though?
name.
Trey Savage, he was playing double or triple A ball this year, and he only played like once or twice
one.
with the Blue Jays
Top of 7.
before he started pitching in the playoffs, and then now in the World Series, striking out the Dodgers.
Insane.
Right,
That's like
the
Bobby
hot
Jenks coming up for the White Sox. Like that was his kind of like his debut. Boom, seals the deal.
He's so good. It's
05.
crazy. He has this crazy pit, like I think it's what is it, a slider? He's so good. But
All right,
back to
baseball
soccer.
heads. Before we get out of here, so we can get into the fire
pack
segment.
openings.
I want there's one more playoff game this round. LAFC versus Austin. It's about to start. I've got the MLS thing on in front of me right now.
I do too. That's 20 minutes from now.
Who you guys got? What do we think about this LAFC Austin game?
Easily LAFC. It's Matthew McConaughey can do all he fucking wants, but Will Ferrell will reign supreme tonight, unfortunately.
Good thing they're both playing.
Will Ferrell, of course, for LAFC, and Matthew McConaughey for LAFC for Austin. But Heung-min Son is just, it's been going up. The longer that this thing happens, it kind of started with like, oh, okay, and then it just boom, all right. But Heung-min Son will carry LFC, and of course they have Buwanga.
Yeah, the two of them figuring out how to play together has
they're
been
like,
what's driving
they've locked
this.
in. And it's at home for LAFC, I think so. I think I'm with that call.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I wish it was more of a conversation, but there's no way. It's LAFC. They're gonna trounce them.
I'm not.
Let's be honest here. The MLS Cup winner is going to come up from the East this year.
Oh yeah. For now,
I don't know about
eternity.
that. I actually don't know about that. I can't wait. Let's talk about that right now. The MLS winner is going to come out from the East this year. I think there are a few dangerous teams in the West that we cannot sleep on. San Diego. What if Chucky comes back? What if
I don't want to play San Diego?
What if he
I'll tell you
kisses
that.
under the mistletoe and makes up with the manager and comes back for Christmas? Because it'll be Christmas in San Diego. Boom. That's a scary team. I also must say LAFC, Heung-min Son, cooking. That's a scary fucking team. And Vancouver, Mueller. Those are the three scary teams. Those are the three scary teams of the West. Now the East has
everyone
a few
else.
scary teams.
Everybody else.
Better quality overall. Yeah.
The Fire are a scary team to many right now. Without Zinc, they're doing what they're doing to the first place team. Nobody else is doing that.
I think that's. I will say we can get into this later too when we talk more about the Fire, but I will say the lowest seed team taking the highest seed team in the East to PKs kind of makes the East look a little weaker.
2-2 though. Both scored goals.
I mean,
no, I know. I mean, it makes the Fire look good, but I'm like, I think that just proves the East is that we are all kind of consistently good. The difference
there's more parity between the top of the playoff and the bottom of the playoffs in the East versus the West, where it is top heavy. It's clearly top heavy.
Well, I mean, you could legitimately see you could legitimately see any 6 teams out of the East and be like, oh yeah, they're good. And then like you
Columbus,
said,
all of a sudden just making things right, and it's like, oh, Wilfred Nancy figured it out. Like,
well, and you said it. There's only 3 teams to worry about in the West, and Vancouver. I just am not a believer in the project. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's my problem. But
San Diego is my big fear, if I haven't mentioned.
No, I'm worried because they're better without Chucky. It looks like, right? I mean,
nobody's worried about Minnesota. Nobody's worried about Seattle. Nobody's worried about Austin.
Oh, but Minnesota could grind you into a nothing death fest and score on a set piece.
Yeah, it can.
But so can we. I mean,
meanwhile, Philly, Cincy, Inter Miami, Charlotte, New York City FC, Nashville, Columbus, Chicago, all of these teams are scary. I can't wait to talk about Chicago Fire, though.
That's what we're about to do. So, we need you all to believe in this project. And if you're still here, help us get to 500 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Do all the things. Comment. Yell at us. Whatever, man. We have a social media team now. This is the Twitter guy, and this is the Instagram girl. So, anyway. Anything else, guys?
Angels in the Outfield. Great movie.
Peace.
I want you to hold on to your butts right now because we're about to have one of the first pack openings here on Enemies of the Fire channel, and you can look forward to some of this content in the future because we'll have a few surprises for you. Serena,
oh my God.
take it
Why are
away.
you
What's
making it?
going on?
Why are you making it sound like it's like a like a gender reveal envelope?
It kind of is.
Yeah. Oh my God, I got the envelope.
No, we can't
You're
turn
not
pack
allowed.
openings
We do.
into.
There's gonna be
into-
confetti.
Oh, yeah, two
So,
people
Serena,
died.
what
You
is-
got Murray over here.
What is at play here?
All right, what's up? Yeah, go ahead.
The Philip Zinckernagel Tops Now card. It was from, let's see. We only got one, so we don't know what we've got. But I'm excited to open it. Let's see.
Just show it straight
Oh,
to the
we
camera.
don't know if
look
it's
at
a
it. Just
signed
show it.
one or not yet.
No,
We
it's
don't,
it's
It
randomized.
probably won't be. It's just random. So
But
let's see.
don't look at it. Don't look at it. Just look at the camera. Pull it out.
I'm
Show the
looking at it.
people.
I'm trying to.
Show
I
the
know.
people.
I'm trying to figure out.
Based on
Trying to
our
open
reaction, you'll know if you hit gold.
Some of the pictures
Okay.
you guys were sharing in the chat today were scintillating to me. You guys had some of those bats and patches and MLS car.
Really?
I was seeing baseball. I can't wait.
Okay,
All right,
move
Serena,
it,
let's go.
move it. You gotta move it to the side. Oh, is it numbered?
Ooh, that's actually pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Turn it around.
No, that
Oh,
looks
it's
like
not
no
numbered.
signature, no number.
No
but
number.
It's pretty nice still.
Yeah.
That
Still
reminds
pretty
me
damn
of
nice.
the Kuipers card I saw earlier today.
It
That
is
sick
September
pick.
20th. Brilliance continues with 3 goals in 3 games from Zinc.
Oh.
So, Sarita, can you
Oh.
tell us? I was looking this up earlier today, and I saw that there already is one MLS 2025 Tops deck out. I know that there's other brands too, like Panini. I've heard of some other. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there's a couple other brands out there. But when you're opening soccer cards, what are you usually aiming for? Is it Tops? Is it Panini? Is it different brands? And on
Yeah, I
top of
like
that,
the Tops.
yeah.
Yeah, I like Tops. I like the Tops Chrome. So that's the Tops Chrome is the Bundesliga ones that I open, and then the MLS ones also I think are Tops Chrome, and those are the ones that the 2025 ones will be coming out soon. The 2024 ones I also
They got an
Did you
email
get-
alert that
did
you
you
can sign
get-
up for.
Do you get the case or you just get the individual box?
So this one, I just got these boxes because when I see them like at Target or whatever, we always
Okay.
just get them. When I went to the National Card Convention last November, and I did buy. It wasn't a full case, but I bought the hobby box or whatever.
Yeah.
And those are always fun. I got a lot more numbered. We got some nice numbered cards in that. But honestly, even in these, you get nice numbered cards.
Yeah.
In one of the, I don't remember which one it was, but one of these boxes from Target, I think as I've mentioned, we pulled a 1 out of 10 or 5 out of 10 Mbappe card, numbered. So numbered very low, and it was like a special color, and it's worth
Yeah.
really.
I told
nice
you
sum of
guys
money.
about that story, right? The kid on Whatnot that so Whatnot is like people buy into breaks. People buy into breaks. Like you buy into breaks, and then if you bought like the FC Barcelona, all the cards that come out of the pack that are FC Barcelona, they're yours. So this kid's running a stream and he's doing that. And someone bought an FC Barcelona thing, and they pulled out was it Lamine, whatever jazz.
Lamine Yamal.
Lamine.
Jam-
Look at
Lamine
James
Jamal.
opening his baseball cards.
I know.
Football ones. They're baseball.
So the kid pulled out like a numbered Lamine Jamal
That's
rookie card, and it
insane.
First
it was
one,
a
Christian
short
Walker.
print. It was like 1 out of 5 or 1 out of
crazy.
1. It was 1
Anthony
out of 1.
Rizzo. Anthony
Nice.
Rizzo, Yankees.
Oh my
I wish
God,
we had them
gross.
up. We actually. Oh,
My-
sure, actually, I will show it.
I thought this said Miles Masturbation, but it says
What?
Miles.
Masturboni.
It says
Oh my
Miles
God, wait.
Masturboni.
I have
from
the funniest
Cubs.
story about him. I talked to him
Miles-
this year.
I
No
thought
way.
Talk to him,
So
Mr. Boney.
I talked to him because weirdly, okay, my mom was telling me a story about. My mom grew up in California.
Jose Suarez.
My mom was telling me a story about when she used to babysit when she was younger, and she was like, I babysat for this kid named the Masturboni family, and I was like, that seems weird because I don't know that that's a very common name, but I was like, whatever, I don't know. Looked it up. It was Miles Masturboni's like uncle that my mom babysat for. So when Seattle was, and he was a former Cub. So when Seattle was playing the Cubs this year, during warm-ups, I went over there and I was like, hey, like Danville, California, like my mom babysat for your family. And he looked up and he was like, what? Like, that's crazy. No way. And we had a whole little conversation about it. So random.
That's
Miles
crazy
Mastrobuoni.
random.
Isn't that weird?
Framber
I mean-
Valdez.
See, that's a beautiful card. And here's the thing though, that stream that the guy was running on Whatnot, as soon as he pulled that card off, he turned off the stream.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
I would.
Oh,
And
what's
that's
that?
Because that's a
That makes
50.
sense.
That's
Miguel
that's a $50,000
Rojas.
card.
$50,000. Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
This,
and
so
he
this Mbappe card, the same version of this, same color, same out of 10 for Lamine Yamal, was like actually like $25,000. Just
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
like,
god.
and that's not rookie or anything. That's just this
man-
like, specific color.
Brian
he cuts
De
off
La
the stream
Cruz.
and he refunds everybody. He's like, oh, I'm gonna refund
Yeah,
you guys.
I
That's
mean,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, here's
Yeah.
your money.
Robin
Peace. I'm out.
Dahlbeck.
yeah, that's insane.
Ranger Suarez. What a
Crazy.
They've
name.
got to put like a special card in there, right?
Ooh,
Yeah,
new
they do like
cubby.
short prints. or
Javier
inserts.
Assad. Javier Assad.
Nice,
He's not-
Assad.
is
I
he
like
on the
Assad.
Cubs
Watch
still?
this man pull out an autograph. Watch him
Is that
pull an
Greg?
autograph.
Put down?
Oh, I thought that was Mr. Greg Maddox. It's
It
Kyle
looked like
Wright.
him.
I'm like, is that
That's-
Greg? I can't because I couldn't see it at first. I'm like, did I just catch a Greg? That would have been sick. Tony Kemp, Ace.
Hey, he's still around.
Oh,
Oh, what do you got?
that's I think that is it. Oh, here it is. Francisco
Ooh.
Alvarez with the fancy card. Francisco
Oh God.
Alvarez of the Mets, stars of the MLB. That was the pack I opened.
I can't believe you did you buy that just to open because we were talking about it today?
No, I had a couple. No, my brother and I pack baseball cards every so
You're
often.
making
Oh,
this has
a
been-
okay.
pack.
Can I
I'll
tell
pop
you?
one more.
I gave
No,
all
we
my
gotta-
all
we
my.
have- I want to talk about the fire.
We,
All right,
we-
I'll tell you this: like, if
No,
you
no,
guys, if
Corbin
you guys
Carroll.
like ripping packs, I honestly always say if there's a card that you guys specifically want, it's better off just buying an individual card.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Ripping
Well, no,
packs
isn't
is
the
fun
I mean,
opening
if
the
it's,
packs?
especially if it's, yeah, and I like opening them even if I'm not expecting to get something like value. Like I'm not selling these, so I mean the Mbappe card maybe we will sell, but everything else, like I like opening the Bundesliga cards because they're fun. Like I like getting guys that I like that are random, like random dudes that nobody knows and nobody.
Former
cares about.
White
I'm
Sox.
like, oh yay!
Andrew Vaughn.
nice.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
Well, so
nice.
so that's the whole reason. Serena is the reason because I gave away all my
D-backs win.
basketball and baseball cards. So Serena is the reason I now
Grand
still
slam.
have any cards whatsoever. She gave me a Michael Bradley
And Andrew.
and Andrew. Yes, shout out to Andrew as well. They gave me an Evander. And
big. I remember-
lastly-
and we
Oh,
all did, yeah.
Evander.
the refrigerator himself,
Oh
Jordan
my
Morris.
Speaking of refrigerator, I actually need a refrigerator for my garage.
This is a weird card. Pitcher's
Chris Morris,
nightmare.
get in there.
Slam Diego adds Soto.
Is that a calendar or a checklist on the back of it?
It's so
can't
weird.
see
It is a checklist. Pitcher's
It is a-
nightmare. Yeah.
I actually have a Shohei Ohtani rookie that's a checklist. Besides the one that the 1983
So wait, should we do a whole nother? Should we cut this and then come back for the fire, or should we roll right
Gallo.
into it?
Let's cut it.
Okay. Well then, everybody, I know this was the last second addition to the show this evening, but
Jock
we were lucky
Peterson.
enough to see a Zinc.
Oh, I
We've
love
been
Jock
lucky
Peterson.
enough to see some baseball cards. Anything good in there, James? I thought you went through the whole thing. That was my bad.
No.
Here I am
not-
trying to
not-
wrap
The
up on
second
you.
pack.
I mean, nothing spectacular, but fun to open.
Yeah, it looks like it. Anyway, we're gonna be right back.
And
We're gonna
maybe
talk all
next
about the
time-
fire.
And maybe next time we get something special.
Oh,
If-
we're
Especially
going
if you
to.
hit that like button. Especially if
Yep.
the viewer hits that like button. Let's go.
100%. All right, we'll be right back, everybody. We love you. Peace.
The best fucking goal! The best fucking goal! Yeah!
back, fellow enemies of the fire. We are here to talk about the Chicago Fire, the week that was, the 2 playoff games, the excitement, the everything, the anything, yada, yada, and yada. Jaymes, DPG, Serena, we were all together for that play-in game. Let's start there. Let's start with the joy. We all, so if you're a fan of the channel, you saw we were doing some streaming, some tailgate streaming. Jaymes is still opening cards.
Puerto Rico. Relevant to the episode.
So it was so nice to get everybody together. We streamed, we put out some videos. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. That was probably one of the best sporting game I've ever been to. It was probably the most fun.
It was so fun. And we got the win, and everything was perfect. Except, it was really cold, but even that I didn't really feel.
Yeah.
I would have felt it more if we had played more poorly, I think, but
it was magical. The experience, we all got to hang out. I think that started the magic for us, and that carried on through the entire experience. Being behind the goal at SeatGeek is intimate. It's intimate. It feels somehow closer than Soldier Field. Even as close as you can get at Soldier Field, at SeatGeek, it feels like you could reach and touch Chris Brady and be like, yo, Chris, we got this. And he'll hear you, and you just be like, yeah, you're right. And meanwhile, at Soldier Field, you just get lost in the cacophony of the ambiance.
The cacophony?
The cacophony of the ambiance.
Cacophony.
It's the all the sounds that mix in together and make it so it drowns things out. So there's something nice about SeatGeek, and maybe we'll get that with the new stadium, but hopefully it does have a dome. Because even as for not as cold as it was, I took my coat off. Yeah. You took your coat off.
Oh, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all. But that's
warmed up. Yeah,
it's October.
My kid took his coat off.
Yeah, but that's October. We're not talking November, December, January.
That was the other fun thing. Your son was there. DPG.
That was so sick.
I kind of want to talk about the game, but before we do, yes, we all tailgated, had a blast. DPG got there right before we all went in. We went in. We were all having a good time. And in the second half, DPG came and joined us in the section, which was fucking rad. That was so much fun.
It was, as the kids say, lit.
It was.
Yeah. Hey, you know what?
The energy was just great. Yeah.
That whole experience took me back to 2011 when I was a first time season ticket holder. It took me back to that time where I was
DPG.
cheer.
It was different. And you and I have both we've been season ticket holders since 2017 and before. I've been in the pit with Toke and I've been in that area years before. It's always been a great rousing experience. Something about the soccer we were seeing was different.
Oh, it was beautiful.
And the energy, I think it was the energy of the crowd too. It was the expectations were so high, and I think everybody was slightly nervous but so confident, and you could really feel it boiling over in the section. And I think that really contributed to it too.
There was some of that.
That added to it. So I had to rewatch the game because when I was there, yes, we dominated that second half, and the goals were coming at us. It was a beautiful thing. The celebrations were a thing of beauty.
Yeah, the players jumping into the stands, to your point, earlier point, just of the intimacy of SeatGeek, which I will have my complaints about, but Brian jumping into the arms of, Sector Latino, and then Jay and whoever else was the Kuipers, all coming in and hugging the fans, you didn't see that.
They all went really right for him, and I don't think you get that type of thing at Soldier Field. At Soldier Field, you kind of gotta. It's a bit more back.
They got to go to the corner.
You gotta do. Yeah, you got to do a Lambo
so that was
lead
nice.
For that.
But yeah, to your point, I feel when you're there, the first half felt a lot more nervy because they're not scoring.
Yes.
No matter what, when you're there live, you kind of are okay, it seems like maybe they're playing well, and then you watch the replay back and you're like, wow, they were totally playing well.
Oh, just dominant.
It was way less of a question. Yeah.
Dominant.
Orlando had 0.04 goal.
Why are we not scoring? And I remember turning around to you and saying, and I say this every time we haven't scored in the first half, I say, oh, they're waiting to score, or one of us waiting to score all the goals for when they're coming towards us so we can see them. This time, that is exactly what happened, which was amazing.
It was.
That
Oh
never-
my god! And like,
All three goals in the
spoiler
second half.
alert.
Perfect.
Spoiler alert. We all tried to meet up with DPG. James found him, but we did not. So
Yeah.
we were coming down
And
the
I
stairs.
left before you to go to the
We went to the
bathroom.
wrong side.
And then
Yeah,
I,
it
I
was-
thought
you guys
I
told
thought
me,
you
we're
guys
meeting
would get
over
ahead
there.
of me. So
I
like,
went to- we went
I
to the
actually
right
walked
side.
back. I met up with Andrew, and and he gave me the nod to basically let me know you guys already left. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll go see if they found him. I'm walking, and I find DPG and his kid, and we don't find you guys. And I'm like, you guys, I thought you guys had the head start.
So we're running
down.
down the stairs as they score that first goal. Like you guys turn around to celebrate with everybody, and we're coming into the section. It was a thing of
Chris
beauty,
Pass.
man.
Awesome. Yeah.
DJs.
Like
It was great.
I told
literally was
James,
running down the stairs.
I told James, I'm going with you guys to the section.
Hell yeah.
And honestly, the only other game that I could think of that kind of got, it doesn't even come close to the vibes that I got on Wednesday was the Seattle game from 2017 where we beat them 4-1 at SeatGeek. And I think Dax McCarthy at the time he explained it the best way was that it was electric. The environment was like electric. It was like magical almost. And that was what I felt this time at just a much higher rate than that time. And these are games that stick with you, that you're going to remember these games for a long time, for years. You might even tell people, 20 years from now, oh yeah, I remember when I was in a Fire game and it was, a playoff game and, but it was special.
Yeah.
That
And these
game
are the
felt
games
special
that
to
make
me.
you want to keep going. Like, every
Yep.
time you're like, oh, I don't really feel like it. You're like, well, that game was so fun.
That game was so fun. I lost my voice, and it's been a week and a fucking
I thought I was
half.
going to lose mine.
And you
I
lost
can't
your
believe I
scarf.
didn't.
You lost your scarf.
And I
Yeah.
still have not gotten it back.
If anybody's describe the scarf, what was it? Like,
Oh, it's a
It's a
season ticket
2019.
holder.
It's a 2019 STH scarf. I saw 3 people wearing identical scarves, and I was like, I hope that's not mine.
if anybody's
Well,
watching this.
And I
picked up a
figured it
scarf.
wasn't mine, but I'm like, where is mine though?
Yeah, you're. I don't know. It
If
disappeared
if anybody wants to give James a scarf, please, look for him at the section on Saturday. Give him a
Tote
scarf.
gave me a
I know.
scarf that day, so I literally
I gave him one of
just like
those.
replaced it. It's fucking sick. But it's unfortunate because it's one of my STH scarves. And so
Yeah,
it's
that
like,
that
oh,
one that
fucking
hurts. That hurts, man.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a little.
Yeah, so lost property aside, we had a blast. It was a good game. Like the Fire, like it was not, like I said, it was more nervy in the stadium because it looked a little less confident, than it was in the first half. But the second half, just from that first goal on, it was like, oh, okay, no, it's over. It's
Yeah, but
literally
since
over.
then we've had a game, and
Oh, no.
the Fire, I thought they performed fantastically. There was questions about Greg's tactics. There's questions about Greg's choices in the first half, but I think he knows what he's been dealing with a little bit better than the casual fan. And what I'm talking about is like these guys have played. This is going to be their 3rd game in 7 days. So he played back. He had to play back. He had to play very defensive. He had to play very limited energy. He had to play a limited energy deck, so to speak. And then on top of that, he knew that he knows. He's like, if we get scored on, I'm gonna have to take the governor off, and we're gonna have to go for it. So it's like we'll have to save as much energy until we can. Until then, I think that his plan worked out very well. The biggest problem is
What was the biggest problem?
the best penalty kickers for the Fire.
Taking.
The best penalty kickers involve 2 center backs being amongst
They're
the
not
2
even the
best
best.
penalty
They just,
kickers. That's the concerning flaw in the plan. Because if you told me that Greg wanted to take him to penalty kicks and win it, I'm like, that's a great plan for what the energy level is. You're going to have a week after this to figure it out. Let's do what we can with this game. And also, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. But this is his best chance to win the game.
Well, James,
I
you
totally
buried the
agree.
lead. You buried the lead real quick, sorry. Just to set the table, the Fire went to Chester, Pennsylvania, played Philadelphia. They went down 2-0. Let's not forget about that. Also, Zinckernagel, a late second scratch, and we
Last
came back
second.
from 2-0 down to go to penalties.
It screwed everybody. That
hold on.
screwed everybody.
So what were you saying, Serena? I apologize. I just want to set the table here.
No, yeah. So that I mean, honestly, the Zinckernagel moment, I was panicking. I spent the first 10 minutes of the game not watching the game, but like looking on my phone to see like what could I find. Like, does anybody know what happened to Zinckernagel? Like, did he tear his ACL? Like, is it done? Like, that was bad. But
Nobody.
I will
knows.
say I thought
Injury.
the same.
Potentially
Yeah,
1 to
injury.
8 weeks.
He's
Who
day to
knows?
day apparently, though, according to some reporting I saw.
They're
people who
talking
saw
day
him
to
at
day.
Training. Yeah. So there's hope. But yeah, so I thought the same thing though, that at the beginning, especially I think because I don't think we let Philadelphia score until the second half. So we were 0-0 most of the time, and the Fire were doing really a pretty good job defending that 0-0, kind of keeping it. Obviously, I agree with the management and just the position we were in. We were never going to come out of the gate being like super offensive, but I did wonder. I was like, okay, if we're going to play for 0-0, that must mean we have something in the can for penalties. Like, we must be really have been practicing them, or we must have like some sort of plan. So then when we went down 2-0, I was like, okay, we're going to lose, whatever. They come back, and it was great and it was exciting. But I was like, all right, now we're back to what I thought in the beginning of the game, which is Greg must have had some sort of plan for this, and then him not having that plan was disappointing. I think that's the one part. That and not bringing in Brian a little bit earlier. I think bringing Brian a little earlier could have helped, because as has been the case a few games now, bringing in Brian, even if Brian isn't directly involved in a goal, he just like
He livens up the team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
I totally
he
agree
definitely
with
did that
you.
here, and we scored.
I totally agree with the second part of what you're saying there, Serena, where maybe get Brian in a little earlier to liven up. I think that Greg's plan, as much as we want to say it was like there was some sort of problem in it. The problem is that's the best players that he had. Those were the best players.
I think even he
Orahel gets tossed. Orahel probably is in the penalty kicks, and losing Orahel for a red card, it changes things.
Well, wait. So
It impacts things though.
So
I've
wait.
seen that kind of push happen all the time in soccer. I don't know. I didn't for a second think it was gonna be a straight red. Like
I mean,
see that
No.
stuff.
I think
So I do agree with those
there are
three.
two opinions.
But I do
agree.
yeah. But I think that Greg had a plan. Greg fully came in with a plan. They definitely tested this. But the thing is, when you are coming in with two center backs as two of your 5 best penalty kickers, the plan's bound to blow up.
Yeah, and that I kind of
He
wonder.
didn't have Zinckernagel for penalty kicker, didn't have Orahel for penalty kicker, and he didn't have every player that he already had subbed out for that game.
We had Gutman, we had Marin, and I think we had Bamba still. We had 3.
Bamba was 5, he said.
Dude, Bamba.
Now,
Bamba was supposed to be 5.
Bamba, I'm sorry, Bamba is fucking snake bit. I wouldn't trust Bamba to take my cat out, to take my dog outside.
Yeah, he had a great game.
Dude, yeah, he got lucky. When you ring the bell 5 times, surely you're gonna ring the bell once. When you try to ring the bell 5
You're
times,
salty because you found out how much he makes today.
No,
and
no,
I'm fine with it.
No, Bamba did not step up nearly as much as we needed to do for a $5.5 million player.
I trust
because
Bamba
Mueller
to
would have
take
done
penalty
more in
over
that position.
Joel Waterman. I think Bamba a penalty over Joel Waterman. I don't think that's a crazy opinion to have.
No,
but guess who
honestly,
took the penalty? Guess who
you
Greg
put
gave
your
it
best
to?
guy at 4 because you don't always make it to 5. You put your best kicker at 4.
Yeah, and I feel like I read something saying Greg regretted, or was at least like, wasn't sure about that. That may have been like a slip up.
Well, here's the other thing about here's the other thing about Greg that I don't know. I'm not trying to be a hater, but like it really felt like the timing of his subs fucked everything up. The first subs led immediately to the goal, and then the last subs he made really killed our current momentum at the moment. Now, we all didn't mention it, but we did get screwed on a handball call that could have been a penalty. But I mean,
MLS
honestly,
should have been.
I didn't think it was a big deal at the time. However, MLS has come
No,
out
it
since
was.
then and said that, hey, we fucked up there. We're sorry.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
I'll say this.
little too
I'll say
late,
this.
We're
Well, hold on.
sorry.
DPG, I want to get your thoughts, but I want to say one last thing. Is with the PK, I'm almost not even mad because I feel like you can't, had that shot that Jack Elliott hit been Bamba or Gutierrez, you'd be like, wow, we missed a goal. But I feel like that was karma. Like, Jack Elliott hit that shot. So we're playing with house money. That was the penalty we were supposed to have.
Yeah. That's fair. That is
I'm
fair.
disappointed with Bamba, to be honest. Like, when I'm looking at this team, no, guys, when I'm looking at this team, when I'm looking at this team from top to bottom, I'm expecting Bamba to outshine Zinckernagel, and that is not ever
For the price?
the case. For the price.
Zink
for
is
the
having
price.
a career
And
year.
so,
Well, Zink,
and so
that's Zink was just
that's the
an
one issue.
excellently
Although,
efficient buy. Nobody knew he was going to be that great.
Right.
It's looking like the most
Even the
genius
first
move
few
in the
games.
world.
and that's the funny
Even the
thing
first few
because
games.
Bamba's been great. Bamba's been great.
Like, you think, even the
I
first
now
few
have
games.
the comparison of Zink, and Bamba's been honestly one of the better Fire players. Absolutely.
Keep in mind
now
that-
I'm spoiled by Zink.
But keep in mind, though, is that even at the beginning of the season, we were talking about this. We were like, what the hell? Zink is not doing much. Because the first few games, he was a
Oh,
pedestrian.
he's coming back from injury. Oh, so what?
And he was quiet, and then Bamba was actually the one that was kind of taking, the attention was on him. And out of nowhere, Zink just from one day to another,
Yeah, he turned it on.
assist machine, goal machine. And
I mean,
Bamba
Zink is
was
the
kind
best
of
player on this team
playmaking
this
machine.
year. This season right now, Zink is the best player, and him not being in that game, I guess that's a testament to how good this team has been this season, like in comparison to Fire of Yore, and same thing with Greg, because once I found out Zink wasn't there and had my quick freak out, then it just was out of sight, out of mind. Then it was just the guys on the field, right? So I still thought we should have won. You know what I mean? Guys on the field, we should have won, but we were missing our best player.
And we're also tired.
We just were missing. I mean, DPG, and I think you can take it away here, but I think what you're always saying is we need a playmaker. Zink not always that, but he at least brings a little bit of that. And not having any of that, we can defend the 0-0 as much as we want. But if we're going to go to penalties, it would be nice to have somebody when we have the opportunity to take a second to, or if once we're down 2, we definitely need somebody to have a little bit of creative spark.
100%.
Yeah.
And then to
And
Toke's
unfortunately,
point,
we have a guy like that.
Bring in Guti earlier if you don't have
not
that
even
spark.
Guti, not even Guti, because Guti's good for certain moments, but we technically have a guy that's a playmaker. Unfortunately, he's just injured, which is Franco.
Yeah.
If you would have had Franco, involved in that game.
No,
even
we'd
in
be
the
in a
Orlando
different
game.
stratosphere right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
we would have beaten Miami right now.
Yeah.
The
We would
other
not be in
impact,
the wild card.
if we didn't play a midweek game,
That would
Yeah, but
have
that- you know
helped
what,
too.
that's-
I think we would have won that game.
Well,
Now
I
we're
think-
gonna come
yeah.
off. We're gonna come off a week of rest for this next game. I think Fire have this next game fully in the bag. I'm actually not worried about this game one iota. I think we do need to start
Kind of
thinking
agree.
about the third game and the potential and what's gonna happen there.
Well, I will
Is
totally
Philly gonna
agree
have
with you
enough?
because did you see how hard Philly was celebrating?
Celebrating like it was their World Series. I mean,
You
they were
know,
they
were
won by one penalty kick, and they were lifting each other up and throwing beer and
they were so happy to make it
It
out
was a
there with that
battle.
win. I
They
don't
knew
know.
that
Yeah.
they knew they were lucky.
And the fans, you could tell the fans, the entire stadium was getting more and more mad as the game went on that they weren't just winning and beating us by so much, and they were getting really bitter, and you could just hear it, and it was honestly pretty hilarious. I wish we had won. It would have been so funny. Really made
Here's
me
the
dislike
thing,
the
though,
players.
is,
There's so much arrogance on that field. The arrogance
Oh.
is starting so many fights just because you're not, or even when they were winning, they were starting fights. I mean, that red card, just back to that, the Orahel, I don't know for sure that could have been a red card, but he need to run in there and fly into that situation like he did?
He
Probably not.
didn't have to, but then again, look who the guy is. It's freaking Kai Wagner, and
Yeah.
that man has a history. He already has a history of saying
Saying some dumb shit, yeah.
saying some dumb stuff. And obviously, he's not one of my favorite players. I'm gonna say that right now. I honestly think that, who knows what he said to Guti. Like maybe he's been saying stuff to Guti and Orhel might have overheard and he said, I'm gonna get involved.
Yeah.
Because Orhel ran across half the field to confront him.
But that's
I still do feel like but yeah.
Not to say too much, but like Orhel's a child. So like honestly this is kind of rad because you build up your reputation as a destroyer. It was so late in the game it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it was not like
matter for next game.
We talked about him not taking a penalty, but like I'll be honest, I would want Jack Elliott to take a penalty over him, right? I would feel comfortable with that.
Wait, over who?
Orhel.
No way. No fucking way. Are you fucking
here's
kidding
another
me?
thing. I'm not.
Elliott has scored.
Okay,
Jack Elliott has scored plenty of goals.
First of all, one is a midfielder. Do you understand what a midfielder has to do? They have to
But
score
did you
goals.
not see the goal,
Do you
Laza?
what does a center back
When
do?
was the last time Orhel
They have
scored a
to
goal?
defend scoring goals. So
He's had
give
some
me
good shots,
Orhel.
though.
And Orhel,
Here's the thing.
by the way,
Good shot.
was the
Good
best
shot,
player
All right,
on his
let's
fucking
get him in
team.
there.
Yeah, it's a whole, by a mile or by whatever. Anyways,
Orhel, what worries me is that now he can't play next game, which might screw with the subbing.
we'll have
It might, but
well,
it
here's
forces
the thing.
Guti on
you
the
guys
field
are
at
all
the start of the
replace-
game.
If you can't replace a 20-year-old in MLS, you got problems.
Here's the thing. You guys are a little too hyped up that you guys are already calling it that it's in the bag.
Hollingshead just scored a goal, by the way, for LAFC.
I'm watching this.
I don't
LAFC
think
is up
it's
1-0.
gonna be that easy.
Matthew
This is the-
McConaughey! He's wearing
That's
an
Owen
LAFC
Wilson!
jersey.
That was
That was
Owen Wilson.
That's who that was. That was Owen
Yeah, it's
fucking
Owen Wilson versus
So-
Matthew McConaughey.
That's
But
Matthew
DPG
So here-
McConaughey light.
Yeah, but here's the
You
thing:
realize.
is like, I don't think this is in the bag. I don't think this is like I mean, obviously, there's no guarantee
It's
wins,
not
but
guaranteed.
I'm not that confident because again, we're facing one of the best team in the league.
Well,
And anything can happen. Like, and I get it. It's the MLS playoffs. The best team could be knocked off in the first round. That's a possibility. I'm just being a little bit realistic. If we're probably gonna have to fight like hell to get that win on Saturday.
we
No,
are.
You're
It's-
right. I mean, I think we will fight. It's not going to be a game like the Orlando game. It's not going to be
No.
that dominant.
It's
but
not.
I do
It's
think
not.
I do think we're scrappier. I think the fact that we did what we did, obviously, again, sometimes I hate I hate the feeling of celebrating losing, but I think we lost in as good of a way as we could have. We were on short rest. We took the best team to penalties. We just lost. I mean, penalties they're tough. So the fact that we did that then, I think we can do that, but dialed up more. It will still be a fight, though. I agree. It's not going to be a walk in the park.
It's gonna be a
We're
fight.
going to be very
This-
nervous, and we might, not be feeling good.
This was our third game against this team, and
The first two we got our
sad
asses kicked.
Well, the sad truth is,
Not the
the
first
sad
one.
truth is, they're just better. They are just better. They have gotten the best of us, even though one of those games was a tie and one of those games was a blowout, and we just lost on penalties. So like watching them play us 3 times,
Yeah.
they are a better team. But I do think we are in a position to take this next game. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I really do. And if we take this next game, we lose it again in Chester, I'm still okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really don't want our season to end this weekend, though. Ugh.
Yeah, I think, but I that will be sad. I do think we're all kind of in that. I mean, I don't want to speak for all Fire fans, but I'm feeling like we're further than I expected us to be anyway. Obviously, I want us to fight and I want us to win, and I would love us to win, especially this weekend. But I am kind of like now, from anything that happens now, I'm like,
This is new territory
done-
as a Packer fan.
yeah, I'm
This
like,
is brand new territory.
I'm not ready to be
nobody
like
has
that
felt this
stressed
way.
about it.
Nobody has felt this way since 2009. All right. So this is like brand new territory. We're in a much different league than we were in 2009. So,
Yes, we are.
so this is all new to us. All right. Now, the key is whether or not our season ends on next weekend or the weekend after, or if it ends weeks from now.
Hopefully weeks from
You
now.
kind of have to wonder. Yeah, weeks from now. You kind of have to wonder is, and this is a kind of a thing that kind of it gets me thinking. It gets me a little excited. Is how Greg is gonna build upon this. Like
a lot of these pieces are going to still be here for next year, unless we get poached.
I honestly think a lot of these pieces are gonna get upgraded to better pieces.
Really?
Interesting.
I think the core players are gonna stick around because keep in mind you're gonna lose Kwame, you're gonna lose Barroso, you're gonna lose anybody that was on loan.
Lose Kwame.
You know, we don't even know if we're
I'm
gonna.
sorry. He seems like a nice guy, but he's done nothing, and I'm ready to be done with that experiment.
We don't know if we're gonna keep Franco. So you're losing a right back. You're gonna lose a DM, and you're gonna lose who else have we set up? Even in a playmaker. So
the right back, a DM, and a playmaker. Yeah.
And isn't Kellen Acosta's contract up at the end of the season, or don't we have contracts that are up at the end of the season that might not get renewed?
I don't think we have many, to be perfectly honest with you.
We did so much trimming at the end of last season. Yeah, I don't know how many we have that are.
Because I think Acosta's around for one more, to be perfectly honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah. One more year getting paid $1 million to sit on the bench.
I know. And
to be a good locker room guy.
Whatever. Good for him. Get that bag, Acosta.
Who knows? Next year might be like a contract year, and he's gonna blow up. And
it could be a renaissance year. You never know. You're right.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it kind of gives me like
you
a
buy
little
silver,
like,
you buy gold, you don't buy candles. Sorry.
Exactly. There you go. It gets me excited because this is not like your typical fire off season where we don't know what we're gonna get.
11 changes, yeah.
Yeah, we want 11 changes. This is more or less
no more rebuild.
Yeah, no more rebuilds. Like more or less, this is like who are we gonna get that's gonna pump up this team up? You know,
it's like,
who are we gonna
polishing.
get?
You improve on the midfield. You find somebody who's got a little bit more ability. It's called availability. Sorry, Franco.
See, I
know you guys panic. But it's called availability. It's called availability. It's the best ability in sports. I don't know if you've heard of it.
It's true.
How much do you think Cincy would sell Evander for?
Yes, that's an easy call.
Yeah. So either way, it's gonna be a very interesting offseason because we're just talking about contracts that are over. We don't know what guys are going to be sticking around next year, or whether or not the new guys are going to be brought in, or whether or not we have to give them amount of time to kind of acclimate to the league. Like
there should be 6+ new guys.
A good example is like Davila. Like at the beginning of, like when Davila came, he was trash. Like, I was like, why did we? He struggled, and then I was like, we paid $4 million for this, and now he's like a freaking destroyer in the midfield.
Dude's a
stud.
Good luck.
Good luck trying to out jump that guy, you know?
Well, we do have
good luck trying to break his tackle.
Well, we do have a DP slot open that we could get, say, a central playmaker. We could get a TAM center midfielder, like defensive guy, pretty easily. And yeah, you might have to TAM you probably don't have any left.
You might have to throw some money on the right back. Well, hold on. Jonathan Dean has been doing
paid more.
Well, you still need another outside back for depth.
Yeah. You need a backup striker, and the right back position. Jonathan Dean has been doing. He's been amazing this season. You might have to get someone that could compete with him for that spot, in case he goes down or the other guy goes down. You need a backup striker. You need a playmaker. Because as much as I like Guti, which honestly, he has his moments where he tends to be inconsistent or almost pedestrian-like. We need an actual playmaker. We need a guy kind of like Franco that can be consistent day in, day out.
Yeah. You know what I would love? I think I said this in a different episode earlier when there was talk about us getting Berg, I think his name was, from Boda Glimt from Zink's old club.
Yeah.
I would honestly love if we could get maybe not that expensive, but a cheaper. Just try it. Zink works so well. I'm almost just curious, and maybe this is just too crazy, but I wonder if there's something if we can look in that league because it's pretty untapped. I feel like a lot of Champions League level teams look in those kind of leagues.
How about we just look at the Turkish league then? How about we look at the
No,
Turkish
but
league?
no. I mean, I feel like all of MLS
No
looks at like
thanks.
sporting.
If the
Like they look at
refs
Portugal,
are
they
in
look
on
at
it,
Turkish.
if the refs are in on it,
Bro, the Turkish
I'm
league is a
saying
kind of
build the
league.
team.
Look,
I'm saying build the team around Zinc is my point. And
That-
if it,
that's
I'm
pretty
just curious
smart.
to see
Okay,
what would
that's fine.
happen.
hard
That's-
agree
yeah.
with Serena there.
Get some
Serena,
guys in
you
there
sound like
that
a-
he knows.
You sound like an MLS GM. All right, I found success in this
I
one
know.
country. Let's
Yeah,
milk this bitch.
let's build around it. But here's the
Saying
thing.
milk it, but like, let's try it again. Maybe you'll strike
No.
gold twice. I don't know.
Well,
Good
we
call.
need
No,
we need
I'm
a
with you.
playmaker because the one thing that Franco did the past couple of games was that he was pulling away defenders from Zinc. Like all of a sudden, Franco was the danger man. Zinc was like left open to roam.
Yeah.
Because now
Miss
everybody's
Franco
watching.
already.
Yeah, I miss Franco already. Now, if you can get a guy like that, or whether or not we keep Franco, like
We will.
a
We're gonna
moment.
give
I
him
mean,
another shot. 100%. You got
I
it.
think you know what I have to. It's hard to imagine the Fire
Beyond
telling
my-
Porto,
yeah.
telling Porto, hey, thanks for the loan. Here's back your injured player.
Well,
Thanks for everything.
I mean, I
Bye-bye.
don't know.
How-
I'm a little less-
Happens
when
all
will
the
he be
time.
healed?
It happens all the time, but you never want to. You don't want to burn bridges neither.
No.
The only thing I'm worried about with Franco, or would be worried about, is he the same player after he comes back from injury? Because he's
That's
not like
that's
super
always
young.
That's always
But
the
I
main thing
still-
about it.
I'm with you. I kind of think get him. He looked really good. I feel like I don't know. Maybe that's a gamble.
He's 27 years
It is-
old. I think he'll be okay.
Oh yeah,
It is a
we've got
gamble.
a lot of
It
time
is a
to
gamble.
speculate. So before
That's true.
let's mention we all think we're gonna win this game, but how? What's our predictions? What are our scores? What do we think?
I hinted about this earlier. I talked about I have a little trepidation. So for this game, I have no trepidation whatsoever. I think that the Fire are going to fully go and dominate this game. I am worried. I'm worried about game 3. I find myself a little concerned that the Fire without Zinckernagel might fall short of these new expectations that we have, which is make it fun. Make it fun. I think they're just going to make it fun. But coming to next week, if we somehow pull out a miracle, if we somehow pull it out and we're somehow into the second round.
Oh, you're looking too far ahead, brother. We got
No,
plenty.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
we need the
I'm not.
prediction.
We
need
won
the
this
prediction
game.
for this
We
game.
won this. This
What
game's
is it?
over.
But by how much? By
1-0.
What happened? Okay. 1-0.
1-0.
All right.
2-0 game. 1-0. 2-0 game.
Never
this
bet
game.
on the Fire giving not
Shut
giving
out.
up a goal.
Yeah.
No, but
Chris Brady,
I'm really
clean sheet.
concerned
You heard it
about
here
the third
first.
game. Overall, I even want to mention this, that I don't think that the Fire have enough to go all the way, unfortunately. I don't want to be the sour dower, the sour patch of
Going there
Skittles.
yet? I mean,
No.
pretend-
I'm worried that they don't have
I'd
enough to
agree,
go all
but-
the way because I'm looking at the teams in the West, like the LAFCs,
Yeah.
the Vancouvers. I just feel like these teams might they might edge out the Fire just a little bit, just because they've had a little bit more recent success that the Fire have had. The Fire are a one-year
James.
project. The
James.
LAFC is a 3-year, 4-year project. Vancouver's a
James.
2-year
Toronto
project.
won. Toronto won.
James, have you ever heard the term Cinderella team?
New York Red Bull last year, right? Who end up losing to LAFC in the final. Great show. And the Cinderella team did not make it the playoffs the next season. I think that if we are a Cinderella team, we make the playoffs next season.
Oh
And
yeah.
we
Oh,
win it.
but
I think
this
if we're
is
the
already-
Cinderella New York Red Bulls team this year, we lose this year, we win next year. It'd be such a revenge season.
Oh my God,
I
dude, we're
see it
gonna
happening.
be. We got plenty of time to speculate, but we're gonna be awesome next year. DPG, what's happening Saturday? What's going on? By the way,
So-
we're all gonna try and meet up at the tailgate again together, which should be
Let's
fun.
get a stream going.
Are we
Let's
all
rock.
gonna sit together? Are we all gonna? I'm willing to give up my nice, comfy seat in the
Come on
fancy
down.
with the fancies. I might just go sit with you guys at the section.
Definitely.
So here's my take. This is going to be a very tactical, static game. It's not going to be as fluid as Orlando. It might not be as sloppy as we were on Sunday. I can see the Fire going back and forth with Philadelphia this time. It's not going to be just all Philly. It's going to actually be a game. I can see the Fire winning 2-0. Like it'll be so staticky that the score line is a 2-0 score line, and it's not like back-to-back goals. Like
two clean sheets for Chris Brady. Chris Brady, you got fans and supporters here.
He's pissed.
Serena, what do you think?
I mean, I hate to break the Chris Brady support streak. I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet. I feel like it would be very unlikely. But I do think we'll win. I think it'll be also I have to call this out. I could not believe that Elliott scored last game, and I did predict that Elliott would be one of the goal scorers. So now I'm I'm feeling too much pressure. I did. I said 3-2. It did not end up being 3-2, but 2-2, and Elliott did score. I'm feeling pressure to think of scorers now, so I'm not going to do that. But I think it will be like maybe a 2-1, but it'll be maybe the Fire score first in the first, end of the first half. The Union come back, score pretty early on in the second half, enough to make us all nervous. We're running and watching the whole game and all of that, and then the Fire score at the end of the first half and don't take us into extra time to win the game.
I have alarming news. I do think the Fire will dominate. I don't think it will be close. I think the Fire will have a dominant 2-0 win. However,
you're crazy.
DPG needs to hear this as well. There is rain on the forecast at 4 p.m. What I'm looking at, and the next one.
I might have a ticket available for you then, James.
The next thing I see is 7 o'clock, and there's no rain at 7 o'clock. However, there could be rain for the first hour that could make it a very damp and dour affair.
Yeah, we did that with the St. Louis game. We still won.
I think that almost helps. I think those conditions help Chicago because they practice in them.
I think you're all nuts.
I will say also back to the Fire being dominant. Okay, that actually was gonna say. So if this is all dependent on if Zinc plays or not. But I actually am almost more leaning to 3-2. As I was running out my gameplay, I actually almost think it's gonna be Fire score, Philadelphia scores again, Fire scores twice, 3-2.
I'm 100% on board. We're gonna see another center back score. We're gonna see a center back score, whether it's Elliott or Waterman or Rogers. We're gonna see a center back score. We're gonna see a Bamba goal and a Kuipers goal, and it's gonna be 3-2. Someone in the stands will have a coronary. It's gonna be a stressful but fun affair. I mean, I don't know. It's what I'm thinking. I'm confident, dude. Like, it's just even the loss, like the fact that we came back and got to the penalties, that filled me with some excitement.
That was so exciting.
We're all excited. We'll probably do another stream. So, you heard it here first. Another tailgate stream in the rain. But no, in all seriousness, I'm confident, guys. So before we get out of here, I guess for a public service announcement, I jokingly sent this to our group chat and told everybody, be the change you want to see. But seriously, if you be the change you want to see. So Section 8, the umbrella organization, is having their elections coming up. So do a thing, ask a person. I've got a PDF I'll probably put on the screen if I remember to. But yeah, man, like it is what it is. The supporters culture has come a long way in just the last 3 years, man. It's been a road, and honestly, I can't even imagine life without Serena and Andrew and Alex and Guy in the onesie, like, and saxophone kid. I don't know what I would do without these people in my life. So,
Exactly.
if you want to see Section 8 get better, do. Anyway.
And I hate to see hungry people, so I'll say this: #FireForFood drive.
Yes.
Check that out. Never more timely time than ever, it seems right now. But
Yeah,
Fire
for
for
real.
Food Drive, check that out on myfooddrives.org. Hopefully, Toke will have the link in the description if he
God
can. Section 8, I'll send it to Toke. Section 8C, Section 8 Fire for Food 2025 campaign. It goes to help out food insecurity for Chicagoans who could really help and need it right now, especially under these weird, strange times that we're in. So shout out to #Fire for Food over at Section 8. One of the great, amazing things that they do that I always support and lend a hand at. Thank you for letting me say that.
Oh yeah, no, always. We started the season talking about that. But yeah, it's always it's shit like that. It's stuff like that. I mean, they used to do like Rock Against Racism. Like the Section 8 used to be a little bit more robust and do a lot more things. And the last 3 years, I've seen it grow, and it has been great to see. And I can't wait that everybody is back just for us to do this. Thank you.
I love I don't know if the chat, if the people will hear this, but I love the little Halloween Discord thing that pops every time we're popping in or out. There's a little Halloween.
The first time it happened, I was like, am I doing something wrong?
Happy Halloween, folks. Hey, what movie are you guys watching this weekend? What's your go-to Halloween movie for this weekend? Maybe it's not your go-to. What are you thinking about?
Oh my God! So I'm not a big horror movie guy, but like last night we watched this movie with Bill Murray and Kylo Ren, where like it was a zombie apocalypse, but everybody was just like relaxed and chilled, and it sucked so horrible.
Oh, that stinks.
Wait, what was it?
I don't remember. The Dead Don't Want to Die,
okay.
Something like that.
Really?
It was on Netflix. It was bad. It was terrible.
I was looking up a few
But
movies.
not that one.
I was looking up a few movies today, so I heard like I was looking up horror movies because I'm thinking more new stuff. There was that movie Weapons, which was recent. It's like a kind of a witch-based story, kind of witchy. So I'm like, oh, that could be fun. Another one, my favorite, I would say, The Thing. Robert Carpenter. It's one of my fucking favorite films.
That was a good movie.
Alien, the first one is amazing.
Oh,
Alien
good.
second,
Halloween movie?
amazing.
Alien Halloween movie.
It's scary movie, so
it's scary.
Yeah, so
Yeah. It's just
Edward's-
a different kind of scary. But,
okay. Does Edward Scissorhands count?
that definitely counts.
That would be fun. What are some other ones? What are some other shouts?
What's Nightmare Before Christmas? Is that a Christmas movie or a Halloween
That's
movie?
Christmas. I go Christmas.
I mean,
Christmas.
That one's just weird. I don't know.
It's kind of in
I never
between
know.
though. You can watch it for both.
Yeah. I don't like horror movies that much.
Really?
And I don't really watch Halloween movies. Like I'm not like if I'm gonna watch something to get me in the mood for Halloween, it would be Practical Magic, which is very much like a chick movie.
Is that
with Sandra
Is that like
Bullock.
the Craft?
Oh my God, I've seen that. Yes, I know exactly.
No, it's
what
with
that is.
Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Nicole Kidman looks so beautiful in it. Like she's like the most perfect, beautiful person you've ever seen in it. Sandra Bullock also looks beautiful in it. Very not scary, very whimsical and comfortable and silly, but very Halloween.
Oh, Hocus
Halloween
Pocus.
Town.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
Pocus.
Pocus.
That's the one.
Hocus
Everybody
Pocus.
watch
That's
Hocus
the
Pocus.
What's
classic.
everybody?
That's
Are we
enjoyable.
costumes for Saturday? What?
God damn it!
One of my
Halloween will be over.
for Serena, for you and me, I feel like one of our easy go-tos is just soccer player. If you ever don't have a costume, just soccer player.
There you go.
Put on a
That
jersey.
is true. I've actually never done that. Actually, when I was a kid, I was Mia Hamm. Like one of my very first kid costumes
that's
was
a
Mia
great
Hamm,
one.
which was I was very excited about that.
I love Mia.
I think I'm going for Tomb Raider this year because I
That'd be
actually
fun.
have Halloween plans, which I
Oh.
don't usually, and I love Angelina Jolie
Ooh.
Tomb Raider. So my hair is finally long, so I'm gonna do a long braid.
Wait, you promised you were gonna tell me if you guys found Halloween plans.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, we do have. I was, you know what? I actually was thinking. So, and it's Andrew's friend from high school. And I was like, I feel like I was just talking about this with somebody, and I couldn't remember who I was talking about it with. So, we'll follow up about that. Now
That's
I remember
hilarious
it was
though,
you.
because I was like, "You're young and hip. What are you guys doing for Halloween?" You was like, "Fuck
Yeah,
off."
we had nothing. We should just go to the bar like next to our house, and they wear costumes, and
Perfect.
I like
Yeah.
that bar. But the Beetle, if anyone wants to go there, I won't be there this time, but.
Okay. I didn't realize that was your local haunt. Anyway, if you've made it this far, you've gotten to the bullshit section of the show, which means we are wrapping this shit up. We love you. Thank you for making it this far. Comment, subscribe, do all that other stuff. Jaymes,
Happy
what should they do
Halloween.
with the like button?
Make sure you have a happy Halloween and take that like button,
Perfect.
even if it's bloody and bleeding.
Bro,
and
just say the Christopher Lloyd line.
we're always watching.
Peace.